After a full year of Jupiter being in Taurus, it will move into Gemini for the next year starting on May 25th, 2024, which means that one new area of your life is going to get significantly improved upon over the next year. And collectively, we can kind of expect being more social, bubbly, upbeat, and busy as what is increasing in our collective society. So if you're excited to dive into what we can expect collectively and individually with this transit of Jupiter in Gemini, it's so fucking weird to say. I mean, I remember doing this for like Jupiter in Pisces and Aquarius, like we're already to Gemini, what the fuck? But if you're excited to hear about what that means for you, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. If you're new here, which like some of you like half are, so like subscribe if you're new and shit. But if you're new here, hi, I'm Maren. Nice to introduce myself. I make videos on astrology and also I make music, which will be coming out this summer. There's a lot of music. It's taken like a fucking year. Check it, find it. So we're going to start out by running through what this means collectively, then we will get into what it means for you based on your rising sign. So to start out, we need to define Jupiter, then we need to define Gemini, and then we need to describe how those mix. So Jupiter is literally the planet of abundance. It is the most giving, like you get a car, you get a car, you get a car, that meme, that Oprah meme, the like you get all the shit, that is Jupiter. It is the planet of growth, the planet of expansion, and the planet of knowledge. This can be, I'd say 99% of the time this is positive. Like sometimes you can say like Jupiter growth is cancerous. No, bitch, it's like nearly always going to be positive, big, cute shit. So Jupiter's planet of abundance. Gemini is a fast-paced communication sign. So planets like Jupiter are the actors. Gemini, which is a sign, that's going to be the role that it plays. So planets in signs are actors playing roles. It's kind of the lens for the planet. So Gemini is a mutable sign. It is the transition between a season. It is between spring and summer, so it is changeable, it's flexible, it is malleable. It's also an air sign, which means it's focused on communication and the intellect. Those two things combined make for a very flighty, fast-paced mental energy, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the literal planet of communication and of learning and of data. With Gemini being the epitome of like brainstorming, that's literally the word I like to use to describe Gemini energy is brainstorming. You're throwing up and putting all the data out to just be able to sort through it later. Virgo is the other sign ruled by Mercury, but Virgo is the feminine version of it, so it's very discerning and careful, and it's the editor. Gemini is the word vomiter, Virgo is the editor, and those are the two different sides of Mercury there. So with Jupiter in Gemini, it is the expansion of fast-paced, social, informative themes. Expect the world to be more social, be more interconnected, expect progress or innovation with social media or communication apps. Also expect like to see more people posting and talking about hobbies or random side quests, because Gemini is a very side quest interested vibe. It is there to be like doing random things. Expect the world to be busier in general, basically. It is not going to be as tangible as Jupiter and Taurus because Taurus is literally fixed Earth. So Jupiter in a mutable air sign is going to be more about the growth of experiences, not necessarily the growth of like objects or things. So it'll be more like socially and logistically things are growing for you, maybe not literally money coming your way unless you are a Taurus rising or Scorpio rising when it's in your financial houses. So expect the growth of socializing, the growth of intercommunication, and the growth of having more fun with friends and communicating in the world. So some important dates to be aware of just vibe-wise are that from May 26th to June 6th, the very beginning of this transit, Jupiter is going to trine Pluto in Aquarius. Jupiter's expansion and Pluto is focus and determination and intensity. The two connected shows that at the very beginning of this transit, you're going to feel a rush of expansive drive or focus on research about like narrowing down your goals or narrowing down your actions. You're going to feel like your tunnel vision is expanding on like one thing and you want to harness that. Early June also has Venus conjunct Jupiter in Gemini. This is really great for just like cute shit, a ton of cute shit. So like they're never going to be exactly conjunct, they conjoin in Taurus, but like early June, ton of cute shit that you're focused on. August 14th is when Mars conjoins Jupiter in Gemini. This shows the growth of social problems, the growth of fighting. Just be aware of bickering and fighting in the middle of August. I don't like it. August 19th and December 24th also will have Jupiter squaring Saturn in Pisces. Jupiter squaring Saturn shows the growth of boundaries or running up against a blockage that then becomes something that you are kind of building around. So be aware of that middle of August and then end of the year. So those are the major themes. And I also want to highlight the previous two times this transit happened, 12 and 24 years ago, so you get an idea of examples of what happens, and then we'll get into what it means for your sign. So the last time this happened was June 11th, 2012 to June 23rd, 2013. And looking a lot at researching this, In general, the major theme was that there were a ton of changes in diplomatic ties with neighboring countries, especially in Europe or the Middle East. Like, some were good, some were challenging, some were just neutral. It basically just showed some good, some bad, some whatever changes in diplomacy with neighboring countries, which makes a ton of sense. Also, in 2012 was the economic recovery of the US after the recession, and that October, Windows 8 was released by Microsoft. And then in June 2013, Edward Snowden disclosed info about the US mass surveillance program, and he had to flee to Russia. So there is kind of this like data coming out, whistleblower quality. The other previous time was June 2000. Sorry, I'm kind of stopped up and throat sore and shit. June 2000 to July 2001. Honestly, during this time, there were a fuck ton of earthquakes. But I feel like maybe that is unrelated to this transit. It could have been like other things, because it doesn't seem like that resonates with this. In September, both Apple and Microsoft released really influential software for their time, like it was a really defining time. And in several countries, there were clear whistleblower attempts at airing out government corruption. Then January 2001, Apple launched iTunes. The first draft of the Human Genome Project was published. And as we get in later into the year in March, Apple released the Mac OS X operating system. So you can see there's more widespread data for like widespread use and also accessible technology and whistleblower themes. That's my take. So if you have any thoughts or feelings about this transit coming up, do let me know in a comment down below as we get into what this means for you. So starting with Aries risings, this will be in your third house of communication, productivity, writing, and being busy. It could mean, hypothetically, that you're also getting closer with your siblings or neighbors, but for most of you, you're going to be on a content creation spree. For Taurus risings, this is in your second house of money and income. You guys are going to be making more money in a new way and just, more money, more abundance coming your way. For Gemini risings, this is in your first house of you. Expect more recognition, opportunities, attention, and praise to be coming your way about your identity. For Cancer risings, this is in your 12th house of mental health and isolation. So you are probably going to have a spiritual or mental health focus of how you are improving your life alone. This is a really beautiful transit, but very private. For Leo risings, this is in your 11th house of networking and friends. Expect more social groups, ties, enjoying being part of a community, or literally joining a group of people. For Virgo risings, this is in your 10th house of career. You guys are going to have the growth of career opportunities and jobs. For Libra risings, this is in your 9th house of foreign travel or higher education. Expect to travel more and learn more and possibly seriously enroll in something that would enhance that. For Scorpio risings, this is in your 8th house of finances or the occult. Most of you are going to be saving more and getting more assets or trading, investing more. Some of you might get more into like magic and witchcraft. For Sagittarius risings, this is in your 7th house of committed relationships and partnerships. So some of you could be enhancing a relationship to be more committed. Others of you could just be getting closer with a best friend or signing a contract. For Capricorn risings, this is in our 6th house of physical health and wellness and people who work for us. So for a lot of us, we're going to be really on like the top tier health kind of focus, like really getting into our physical health and wellness, which my sleep schedule fucking needs. Some people, you might be hiring a team or getting closer with people that work with you. For Aquarius risings, this is in your 5th house of dating and creativity. You guys have a really fun transit. I'm sad for Jupiter to leave my 5th house. This is going to expand dating, creativity, partying, having fun, etc. And then for Pisces risings, this is in your 4th house of home or family. Expect more focus around the home, expanding, values or growing a home for you or more ties with your family. And finally, we are going to pull a tarot card to see what this transit has for us in store. The 10 of Pentacles reversed. This usually shows a clash of goals or like doing something that feels as if you are acting with instability. So this is quite a chaotic transit, so I'm not necessarily bad about this, but yeah, it generally shows clashing of goals and being unstable with the way that you pursue worldly things. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please let me know in a comment down below how you are feeling about this transit and any plans you are making around it. And I guess see you in a year for Jupiter in Cancer, which that's like the exalted placement, and I'm really excited for that one. But in the meantime, enjoy Jupiter in Gemini, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh, but there is one thing you're all